Hi, this is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make my first plant paradox recipe, and I'm going to make like a personal pizza. And so it's my husband and I, so I'm probably going to make us both two each. And first thing I'm going to do is make the sauce. So I opened a small can of tomato sauce and a small can of tomato paste. I'm going to mix these two together to where, the paste is thicker. I'm going to mix the two together. I'm going to add a dash of onion powder and some garlic powder. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm making my own pizza sauce. Ooh, I did a little too much pepper. Hopefully that'll be all right. And some salt and some parsley, just because I think that'll look pretty in there. I'm going to mix that together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my pizza sauce. And I always get a bowl I can put a lid on. That way, if I decide to have pizza again this week, or if I'll date it. So then if I decide I want to have pizza again within, 7 days or so, then I'll use the same sauce. Or if I decide to make spaghetti or some kind of tomato dish later in the week for the family, I can go ahead and add this to it. So what I'm doing is making my own pizza sauce, homemade pizza sauce. All right. So that's the first step. I make the pizza sauce, and I will bring you back for the next step. So what I did was I chopped up half of a red onion, and the reason I use the red onion is red is considered a polyphenol, which is good on the plant paradox diet. And I broke apart some baby spinach leaves that are organic. And what I'm going to do is I put some olive oil in the pan, and I'm just going to take my spinach and onion and I'm going to pour it in here. Okay. And let me go ahead and get the rest of the onion off of here. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it on. And it looks like a lot of spinach for 4 personal pizzas, but it'll cook down. The spinach will cook down smaller. And this will be one of the main ingredients. Now, there's other things you could add. There's other things you could add to this. But yeah, this spinach will cook down. So I'm gonna let that cook down together. And that'll be one of the toppings on the pizza. So I'll show you each little step as I go along. And for this, I got some low carb tortillas. Now I have some cassava flour tortillas in the freezer. I'm probably going to use that for the personal pizzas that I make next time. They are kind of expensive, and I live in a small town, so sometimes I have to get the best ingredients that I can because I have done this diet before. So I'll bring you back when this is done and show you the next step of making this pizza. Okay, here's my tortillas. So the next step is to spread some pizza sauce on them. However much, if you like a lot or a little. That tomato paste thickens it up to where it's not, runny. I don't even use half of it. That's why I usually use it for some other dish or something. Or sometimes I might decide I want to have the pizza again in a few days. And then I'll just use the same sauce that I already made. Okay, so I got some sauce on all of those. So I think next I usually do the red onion and spinach part next. just try to make sure all of them get, get some. The onion and the spinach give it a really good flavor. It almost is not good without the onion. The onion really gives it a lot of flavor. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute and finish this, and I'll come back. Okay, so we got the sauce, we got the caramelized onion and spinach. Let's see, what do we do next? Let's go ahead and add some of the cheese. Now, I have some more specialty cheese that I use when I can find some of that available. For now, I'm just going to do a little bit of mozzarella and a little bit of cheddar. Sometimes I've even used that Laughing Cow cheese on these before. And it actually is pretty good if you make it like small pieces. Okay. And I'm going to do some of this mozzarella. And I'll do this so that the Canadian bacon will stick on there. The cheese kind of forms as your sticky layer, and it keeps your spinach and onion stuff on there. And then, I'll look at it after and see if it needs more cheese or not, or if it's good. Try to put it where everything has a little bit so it'll hold the ingredients. Okay. Next is a Canadian bacon. I guess you could use a spoon, but I'm making this for myself, so I'm not really worried about putting my hands in it. If you're making it for company, you could use a spoon instead of your fingers. I just kind of, this is 4 pieces of Canadian bacon. And I just spread it out. So there's almost like a piece for each pizza. There's about a piece each of Canadian bacon. Make sure I get all the little bits out of the bottom of this bowl. Okay. And I had a little bit of leftover black olives. And so I'm going to add that on here. Now, black olives are also considered a polyphenol, which is good for you on the plantparadox diet. Like I say, sometimes I have to do the best I can with the ingredients. Black olives are okay. Like, you can even eat them on salads. I don't, because I don't really like black olives that much. They're okay on this pizza, but I like it in some things, like pasta salad stuff, which I'm obviously not supposed to eat anymore. Okay, so that's everything. You've got your low-carb tortilla, your homemade pizza sauce, your spinach and onion that are caramelized in olive oil, a little bit of mozzarella, a little bit of cheddar, Canadian bacon, and black olives. Now, you could use some good hormone-free chicken or any other kind of meat. If you're not on a diet, hey, you could throw some pepperoni on there if you want to. But for mine, Canadian bacon is what they say. I'm going to put this on 350, and I'm going to wait for the ends to get crunchy. But I will show you what it looks like after it's cooked, so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But it's really, really good. And these 2 pizzas will actually fill us up. So I'll bring you back for the next step. Okay, they're done. They took about 8 minutes at 350 degrees. And so this is what they look like. 2 personal pizzas. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I will put the whole recipe in the description box so you can write it down if you want to try it. And I think these are going to come out really, really good. I haven't had them for a few months because I haven't done this diet in a year. But I am back on track and ready to lose some weight. Have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind. Bye, guys.